Hello, everybody. Hope everybody had a good Christmas, and hope next couple last week of the year is good for you, or better than the rest of the year has been. I just wanted to come on and tell people that I have several projects that I work on. I'm mostly a writer. I'm not much in the video and all this stuff. I can make some shorts that people like the writer, I guess, but I would like to let people know that I have a short essay series on presidents more vulgar than Donald Trump. I also have a graphic novel in the works about a rogue biker gang. It's full of all kinds of gore and shootouts and sex and all that good stuff, If you like it, let me know. You'll see the Substacks come up on the screen every now and then. Write that down or copy it, whatever the hell you got to do, and you'll see the Medium come up every now and then. Just get a hold of that and go over there and check that stuff out. Oh, let's see, and it doesn't cost much to check them now. It isn't $4, something like that. Besides that, I guess I could just talk about a few things. I saw in the news, like the tariffs. They're saying that says a lower court ruled that some of the tariffs were beyond his power, which I don't know how. I mean, they shouldn't ever be in the president's power to put tariffs on people in the first place, not according to the Constitution. But they did in the 70s. They pretty much gave the president that power. The Congress likes to turn its power over and then cry when it's abused, or they perceive it as being abused. And it's like, well, you did it, But I agree, president don't really have that power and authority unilaterally like the Constitution doesn't give it to him, but Congress did. They like to give their power away. But what I want to say is the party that's complaining the most about tariffs are the same party that complained the most about how low corporate taxes are. Now, a corporate taxes American companies. So, of course, just like with the tariffs that they complain about all the time, that price is reflected in the goods and services that you buy. It's passed down. It's like the tariff is handed off. The same party wants to jack up corporate tax rates through the roof and then complain about tariffs. Now, I don't like taxes, period, but to me, you would rather have your corporate domestic good taxed as little as possible than tax import goods as much as possible. And that will keep a nice balance. Instead they're the tax corporation, and, it's all politics. It's garbage. The D party, their names, whatever they may be, the left, they certainly aren't liberal. They certainly aren't progressive, but the D party likes to complain a lot anyway, so. And of course, the GOP, they have no backbone. So that's going to the Supreme Court. I just don't see how you can say you're against tariffs, but you support huge, massive income taxes and huge, massive corporate taxes. To me, you're saying, well, I want to tax the shit out of the American people, but to my globalist buddies, absolutely not. Of course, there's the Epstein thing going on. Tell everybody like I tell everybody on my other podcast there is no Epstein thing. None of that stuff's going to get out. Nobody important is going to get in trouble. They've all been protected. Bondi's the scapegoat, but she's not really. She's well aware of what's going on as well. She didn't redact anything. That stuff was redacted before she got her hands on it. I mean, they are not going to betray their own just to get Donald Trump. They won't go that far. They're not going to betray Bill Clinton to get Donald Trump, because we all know Bill Clinton loved to hang out at Epstein's Island. I don't care. Everybody knows they did. Unless you're in complete total denial, Mr. Bill Clinton is a pervert. He was a fair to middling president, though. He did very well on the domestic end, especially once the Republicans broke the 50-year stranglehold that the left had on the Congress. And he worked with them. He didn't have a pen and a phone. He had a pen that signed bills into law that actually changed things and actually balanced the budget. That's correct. Yeah, that's correct. He actually balanced the budget. It has been done. Been done in my lifetime. But on current times. Donald Trump is the worst president ever. And that's what my series on the more vulgar presidents than Donald Trump is to show that he's nowhere near the worst. This personality-wise. I've always questioned, if you don't like Donald Trump's policies and stuff, that's one thing, but the absolute obsessive hatred of the man is just like, wow, you people are just sick, man. Boycotting family dinners. I saw people at Christmas time. They're going to boycott having their family come over because they voted for Donald Trump. Well, there's a reason to hate your family because of what dumbass they voted for. So you voted for the other dumbass, so that makes you smarter. Okay, whatever. It's ridiculous. People quit treating each other that way. It's stupid. Now you can read my book about the rogue motorcycle gang. You see really some bad treatment. Yeah, man, there's some really good stuff in there. Fun, action-packed. Anyway, the Epstein thing's a nothing burger. I'm telling you right now it is. So, and I saw good news in the economy, even though it's really been stagnant for years now. Long before Trump took office, it was stagnant. I saw an upshift in GDP, which that means things are going to start getting better. Inflation's under control as well. It will eventually turn around no matter how much the naysayers tell you it's not going to. Because I don't know, they love living in a sluggish economy with Keynesian spending going on. I do not know why. And then besides that, there wasn't much out there to talk about, except for my series at Substacks. And you'll see I read a lot of stuff. There's other stuff there too you might like. Anyway, I'll be coming and speaking to y'all again in a few days. In the meantime, I'll keep my shorts coming. I hope you had a good Christmas and hope you have a happy New Year. Bye.